My wonderful, beautiful, amazing Aquarius. Happy, happy, happy birthday to all Aquariuses out in this world, the ones who support and have subscribed, and to everybody who may have potential interest in this channel. All are welcome to watch, observe, join, whatever you feel is right for the time. But anyway, for today, I'm going to be doing a general love reading, a 5-card spread. But before I do that, I want to offer these 2 roses. First, as a birthday gift to all of Aquariuses out there, and second, as a token of my love and devotion for you all out there for supporting me and my channel. I love you guys incredibly, so thank you all so much for your wonderful, beautiful support towards me. So anyway, this 5-card love reading includes where the first card represents you, the second, the other person, the third, the relationship, the fourth, the past, the fifth, the future. Then I'm going to draw a Vampire Oracle for you, and then a Favole card for more information, but let's get started on card number 1 for you. Page of Cups. Ooh, okay. I'm kind of getting, the single Aquarius, but also the ones in a relationship. Now, for the single ones out there, the Page of Cups is an idea child. It's a bit of an illusion, but it's also kind of about, a daydreamy kind of feeling. So, for any, single men, women, girls, boys, whoever out there, the thing is, it's like, I can understand how, it's like if you're in a single situation and, you haven't met Mr. or Mrs. Right yet out there, maybe they may show up, can't say for sure, but the point is, you have this beautiful idea of who you want to meet, or who, you kind of want to, be with, stuff like that, because this is kind of like you're creating this idea, maybe a story, song, poem, any other form of art and stuff like that. But this is kind of like wanting to create something. And the thing is, it's good to have daydreams. It's good to have ideas on who you want to be with. And saying, yeah, I want to be with this person because they're like that, or I want to be with somebody who's like that, whoever it may be. The thing is, it's like it's good to have daydreams and stuff like that, because then you sort of know who you want to be with and stuff like that, and who's going to be in your courtship phase. For the ones who are in a relationship, the thing is, it's like, there's daydreams versus realism. The thing is, if you're with somebody, that's a realistic expectation. If you feel like, okay, I'm with somebody, but yet, if you're not entirely satisfied with being with this individual, whoever it may be, man, woman, and then you pretty much are in a daydreamy phase of thinking, I want to be with this person, or maybe, you're kind of rethinking about, saying, okay, I'm with this person for a reason, but there's just something that's missing, and that's what I'm more or less just kind of daydreaming about. Well, daydreams are fine. Everybody daydreams about, any kind of potential partnerships and courtships and stuff like that. But just remember, it's like if you are in a relationship and you're happy and satisfied, okay, daydreams are there either way, but just also you will make sure that the person that you are with is not just only pure daydream as well. The other person, Queen of Wands. Ooh, could be a Leo, the opposite side of you. Okay, well, this is definitely either a very confident man or woman, whoever it may be, very powerful, very passionate, very strong, very courageous in their own way. And maybe, it's like, hopefully, it isn't somebody who you feel is overpowering you, and maybe that's why you have this daydream of thinking, I want to be with somebody else and stuff like that, because this is actually the story for the ones in a relationship. If you are with somebody who's very strong, passionate, and courageous and stuff like that. But if you're in the single situation and the daydreaming phase, I can understand how you may be attracted either to the opposite of a Leo, because opposites do attract, or, you could be daydreaming about wanting to be with somebody who's very strong, man, woman, passionate, fiery, strong-willed, strong-minded, either way. So I just understand either way that if you're in a strong-willed, or if this person is very strong-willed and stuff like that, either, you're trying to find something else and stuff like that. But either way, it actually looks, beautiful either way, passionate and fiery. Relationship. The Chariot. Ooh. The Chariot is all about passion, fast-moving, sort of similar to the Eight of Wands, but this is like really putting in time and effort and just really saying, we're heading off right now. So, either, you're heading off towards a daydream phase, where you're pretty much approaching this Queen of Wands individual, whoever it may be, and think, okay, I need to be with this person because I'm determined. But if you're in a courtship phase, either A, you're trying to find more daydreamy ways to, create a bit more passionate connection between you and the other person. Either way, I do see some form of development for either the single Aquarius is out there or the ones in a relationship, and I'm sure you'll figure out, what on, how this, card will apply to you. If you want to make any kind of changes and stuff like that, I would go for it. If you feel like you're either too overwhelmed by, this individual, whoever it may be, okay, I would just try to talk to them. I would try to, engage, have some open heart, honest conversations with you and the other person. If the other person reciprocates, and it's meant to be. If the other person puts up this wall and saying, oh no, I'm not going to move, or I'm not going to change in any way because I don't have to, then it would actually be a good reason to leave. So, let's look at the past. Four of Pentacles. Okay, for the ones who are in a relationship, you already had stability, or maybe this person already gave you some sense of stability and stuff like that, and maybe you just love being in a daydreamy phase of thinking, I love being with this person, but I just sometimes enjoy just having my own fantasies of this man or woman who I'm just kind of thinking about. But either way, the Four of Pentacles is all about stability. For the ones who are single and stuff like that, it looks like that you already had some form of stability, and that you're pretty much just kind of thinking, okay, I have my own house, I have my own job, I have my this and that, so I'm so stable, but now I want to get out into this world, and I want to meet whoever that person is, Mr. or Mrs. Right. Just dropped the card, but I don't really need it anymore. The future, you get the Tower. Okay, the Tower, something is going to be breaking down. Is this connection going to be breaking down? Hopefully not. But should it break down, 100% your prerogative. No judgment ever coming from me. If you really feel like that this individual doesn't per se have to be a Queen of Wands, but whoever it is really making you unhappy, and you have, both different fantasies and feelings and stuff like that, I would, really rethink this and take off with the Chariot and say, no more. I'm going to find something who's pretty much going to fit my, daydreamy side a bit better and stuff like that. So I'm determined and passionate in my own way. And what I do see for you is the Tower is also about that you're breaking something down, so new beginnings can take place. So now I do see you actually taking off somewhere, and then, just watching something break down. Like, this is the singlehood breaking down, this is any kind of negativity breaking down, stuff like that. So you can have this very beautiful, daydreamy, connection with whoever it is out there. Wow. Let's see what Oracle has for my beloved Aquariuses. Transgression, flaws, contradictions, and mistakes. Okay, I've mentioned this to other zodiacs. Maybe I've mentioned this to you before. Transgressions, the thing is you have to do a lot of self-forgiveness, because the thing is there's no such thing as perfection at all. So the thing is, it's like if there's any kind of flaws or contradictions or any kind of mistakes, do a lot of self-forgiveness and self-love, self-care to try to mitigate and repair if you want to be with this person for a long time or something. But the thing is everybody's usually has skeletons in the closet no matter what. So, it's like, when one person comes across as very loving and caring and supportive, and then deep down inside there's this intense darkness and stuff like that. But it's entirely up to you. Do you want to be with that person, yes or no? 100% up to you. And if you're in a daydreamy kind of situations, just remember there's no such thing as perfection. If you have this general idea of thinking, I want to be with this person, or I have this idea that I want to be with this person, I'm just going to sculpt out this individual, man or woman, stuff like that. They're not going to have this, they're not going to have this, they're going to be like this, they're going to be like that. Most likely won't happen, because there's no such thing as the perfect individual, stuff like that. So the thing is everybody has flaws and mistakes that they've done and transgressions. So just remember, if you are on the hunt with a daydreamy individual, just make sure that there's also realistic, expectations also attached to your daydreams, and not just only thinking, oh yeah, if they can't be like this, then I won't fall. I won't be able to find anybody in this world. And again, entirely up to you. Favole, what does Favole have? The Moon. Okay, if you're in a negative situation and you want to find new love, the Moon is also about journey, and especially, when you're about to embark on this new journey, this whole single, connection between you and the other person, go out on this beautiful love connection and journey, and get on the Chariot and head off into this, into the new little tiny squiggly path to the mountains of opportunity, and see if you'll find your true love sometime in the near future. Can't say when, where, or how, because tarot has no time. But anyway, my beloved Aquariuses, I'm going to have to leave it at this. But again, I want to wish you all a beautiful, happy birthday. May all your wishes come true. I love you guys incredibly. In a few days, I'm going to go back to general readings, so I won't go back and forth between general love for now. But again, I just want to thank you all incredibly so much for your wonderful devotion and support towards me. So thank you.